Hello everyone, welcome to the Tinta Media YouTube channel. It's me, your host, Tinta Del Gracious. And today we have a story from Ukraine. Vladimir Putin talked with Donald Trump, and this is what you have to know. Putin rejects full ceasefire in Ukraine, agreeing only to halt attacks on energy infrastructure following call with Trump. In a significant development that underscores the complexities of ending the war in Ukraine, Russian President Vladimir Putin has rejected an immediate and comprehensive ceasefire proposal brokered by US President Donald Trump. Instead, Putin agreed only to halt attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure during a high-stake phone call between the two leaders. The move marks a retreat from the ambitious month-long ceasefire plan crafted last week by Trump's team alongside Ukraine's officials in Saudi Arabia. A deal connected upon a foreign military aid and intelligence sharing with Kiev coming to an end. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to get the latest when it comes to information, entertainment, and current news. The rejection highlights the stark divide between Moscow's demands and the position of Ukraine's West allies, who have consistently opposed such conditions, while both Trump and Putin expressed willingness to pursue further peace talks in the Middle East. The partial agreement reached thus further raises questions about whether this represents a genuine progress or merely another delaying tactic by Russia. Subscribe to this channel to get the latest from this angle. A partial agreement amid aligning tension. Following their conversation, Trump took to social media platform Truth Social to describe the call as very good and productive. He announced that they had agreed to an immediate ceasefire on all energy and infrastructure, framing it as a stepping stone towards a broader negotiation for a complete ceasefire or cessations of hostilities. However, the White House statement following the call omitted any mention of a full ceasefire deal struck days earlier in Jeddah, where US diplomats successfully convinced Ukraine to accept a 30-day truce across land, air, and sea. I don't know where this all goes, but let's pray for Ukraine. Let's pray for Ukraine. For his part, Putin emphasized through Kremlin statement that any lasting peace must address what he termed a series of significant issues. Chief among these is the cessation of a foreign military assistance to Ukraine, a non-starter for Kiev's European partners, including NATO members. This condition reflects Russia's long-standing argument that an external support prolongs the conflict rather than solving it. Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky responded cautiously, stating that while Kiev was open to truce covering critical infrastructure, more details were needed before committing fully. I think it will be right that we will have a conversation with President Trump, and we will know in detail what the Russians offered the Americans or what the Americans offered to the Russians, Zelensky remarked. This measure tone suggests skepticism about the feasibility of achieving meaningful results under the current circumstances. I encourage you, please subscribe to this channel to get more of the news that is coming in. Mixed signals on peace talks. Both sides acknowledge plans for technical level discussions aimed at reaching a long-term settlement. According to Kremlin statement, such a framework could need to be complex, stable, and long-term in nature. Yet ambiguity remains over whether these talks will involve direct bilateral engagements between Russia and Ukraine or continue as intermediated discussions.